Hey guys, we are back here for another Seahawks franchise mode episode. We're going to be going into week 8 here. We are 3-3. The Rams are 6-1, and now the Cardinals are 4-3. So, wow, we are going to be neck and neck with the Cardinals. We're still going to be pretty much 2 games behind the Rams because they haven't had their bye yet. I did make a move I wanted to show you about. I was looking in free agency, seeing if anybody was available. Jeremy Hill was available, and he had some interest in me. I mean, you go ahead and look at his stats. I mean, he doesn't have anything special. He's decent at everything. He breaks tackles a lot. I mean, he's pretty thick for our running back too. So he's not going to be real easy to take down. Decent elusiveness and strength. So we can really, if we get some skill points with him, he can go in either direction. He can go towards power or juke. So that would be nice. He is going to start in place of Chris Carson, where he would start because Chris Carson has been fumbling quite a lot for me lately. So I don't know how I feel about that. Excuse me there. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I wanted to show you guys who I'm training in the weekly training just so you guys are all caught up. I do have Russell Wilson on here because I'm trying to get him some skill points because I really want to get him leveled up. But besides that, just Penny and Shaquem Griffin. I just do sim training. I don't want to like cheat and just get gold medal training every time. Sim should be good. Then I'll show you who I'm looking at in the draft here. We'll do a little draft recap. Show you what I've been looking at really. Did I check any other? I haven't checked any of the running backs or receivers. I've really just been going towards the offensive line. And as you can see, I have a few people lined up here. Don't know if I want to keep Dwayne Brown. He's really not been good for me at all. We do have a decent right guard here, right tackle. I've really been looking at speed rushers. I'm debating on if I want to switch to a 3-4 maybe, heading into next season. I mean, I wouldn't do that this season yet. Heading into next season, there's some nice speed rushers late, to be honest. So that's really what I'm looking at. Actually, in fact, is there any other speed rushers I can scout? Is there any other speed rushers? That guy's not that good. Let's go ahead and search for some cornerbacks here. I usually just scout the whole first round cornerbacks. They're usually decent. I'm going to want to get some... Oh, that's a nice corner. He's going to go late, isn't he? Late first. B+, man, that's pretty crazy. Man-to-man, not that good there. He's decent. He can do everything. He can do a little bit of everything. So that's going to be it for scouting. But yeah, I really like Jeremy Hill. What about re-sign here? Who are we going to have? KJ Wright, Tyler Lockett. I really want to wait till the end of the year to sign Tyler Lockett. Yeah, probably all these people I'll wait till the end of the year because I want to see how they perform this year. This is even going to be more of a tough matchup though because, oh wow, the Lions are 4-2. Holy shit. Because the Rams we faced the Rams in 2. Oh my god, would you look at that? We go Lions, Chargers, Rams, Green Bay, Panthers. Get the hell out of here. That's insane. So let's just make sure no one's hurt on the Lions, and then we'll pretty much know what we're dealing with here. We have nobody injured. Somehow Shaquem Griffin isn't injured after that dislocated shoulder. So the Lions aren't going to have anybody injured except the fullback, so should be pretty decent. Let's go ahead and get in this game. I'll see you guys once we are in. Alright, so we are in the Lions game here. Matthew Stafford is playing well. He has 11 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, 1,600 yards. So he's playing good. Oh, and he's going to float it, and Marvin Jones is going to come up with the grab. Holy shit. So to be honest, I am completely worried about LeGarrette Blount after what Marshawn Lynch did to us last week. That wasn't pretty, to say the least. Matthew Stafford's going to have some time in the gun. He's got all day. And just ends up throwing it away. I mean, he had all day in the pocket. Alright, and we're going to be let out here by Russell Wilson, who's had really not a great start. 11 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Not real good. But the offensive line is not doing him any favors, to say the least. Alright, I'm not going to lie. Those Lions uniforms are juicy. They look amazing. We're going to get Jeremy Hill in the game to start off. And he's going to get like 2 yards there, is that? So I figured I'm going to start trying some short pass concepts. I got to get the ball out fast. I cannot try to stay while my offensive line tries to block, as that's going to be a nice catch. Vanette's going to scoot away. I thought that might have been intercepted for a second, but that's going to be a decent grab there. So this Lions defensive line is no slouch. They're decent, but I'm going to try to get this run game popping here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get any yards, and Jeremy Hill's going to truck over a defender. Oh my, he literally just threw him back about 3 yards. Really want to get this ground and pound going. Let's see what Penny can do for me. Penny's definitely going to be the #1 starter. I just wanted to get Hill some carries as Penny breaks one for about 8 yards there. So this was going to be my game plan all along. I just didn't trust my offensive line, but once you get the run game going, we can just take a shot here like this. No, we're still not going to have anything, and I'm going to have to scramble with Wilson. Oh, please. Oh, that's not a good contact there. I thought we could juke out that guy, but I really don't want to get Wilson hurt at all. All right, we're going to try a risky play action here. Definitely going to be risky. I really just want to get this off to McKessick if at all possible. If at all possible. Or just run it with Wilson if I can. Nope, I'm going to have to throw it. Oh, and I missed it. I'm actually going to go for it here because I don't feel comfortable at all trying to hit a field goal from this long when I can't see the kick bar. Not a bit do I feel comfortable. Can we hit Baldwin? And we do hit Baldwin. We're going to pick up the first down on the 4th down conversion. I mean, yeah, there's no mistake, and we're going to try to get Jeremy Hill rolling. I'm going to see if he can get a little outside stretch, and he's going to be rolling. Man, he just juked out a guy there like nothing. Look at that. This is what I was so happy to try and get Jeremy Hill as many reps as possible going into this week here. Let's go ahead and see if he can fight for a first down here. This is going to be tough going up against the Lions defense that they have. Oh, and he's going to get stood up. I should have tried a hurdle there. That would have been sick. Imagine him hurdling. My defensive game plan here is to be, I'm really not going to call a lot of man coverage because, you know, Stafford's a gunslinger. He'll bomb that thing down the field, and they have decent receivers. So really want to keep it into zone coverage. Oh, wow. Cam Chancellor coming down. I feel like every tackle he makes is just destruction. I mean, he's really stepped up as the leader of this team since Earl Thomas was traded away. I mean, he is the leader. Yeah, so if you guys just skipped forward to the game from the first part of the video, I was saying I might switch to a 3-4 defense heading into year 2, not in year 1, but we'll see if I can pick up anybody. It really depends on who I get in the draft. Is that Golden Tate? That was an amazing grab. It was Golden Tate. The thing that's super tough about the CPU this year is they're amazing at getting the ball away right before you hit him. It's kind of irritating, but I like to see the CPU read plays like that. It's really makes it interesting as he hits Wilson over the middle, who gets pounded by Wagner. Man, our defense is delivering some gnarly hits so far this season. I know I said I wasn't going to call any man coverage, but, you know, I got to test them. I got to see what my cornerbacks can do here. Definitely don't feel safe, though, in man coverage, because I know Stafford can just shred it, but Shaquille Griffin there on Golden Tate, and Griffin wins the first battle. All right, so I got a pass rush coming up. I moved Frank Clark to the inside. Shaquem Griffin's going to be rushing, so this should get interesting. We'll finally see if we can get any pressure. Shaquem Griffin, oh, they're just going to toss it to the flat. They might have been out of field goal range still now. So they did end up having to punt the ball away, which was a huge win. This run play style I'm going for, I can just not afford to turn the ball over. I can't. That's the least thing that can happen to me. As Rashad Penny makes a move, he might go. Penny with the juke move all the way down the sideline. Touchdown, Seattle. Holy shit. Rashad Penny putting on the speed. I did not think there was a chance of that going to the house. Oh my. And this is why I said Penny is going to be the starter no matter what. Take a look at this move here. He puts a move on that guy, and then, are you kidding me? He just outruns everybody. I mean, you just can't catch him in open field. Holy shit. And then touchdown. That's amazing right there. So after a very quick score by Seattle, let's see what the Lions try to do to answer back. They're going to have to try to get some points on the board because Seattle's run game is rolling. Oh, wow. Oh, my, that was a hit. Frank Clark coming in the backfield. All right, so I'm definitely going to send some heat here. I'm going to send a lot of heat. We're going to hopefully he doesn't get the ball out real fast because that's going to be bad. Oh, wow. He didn't get sacked, but he just had to throw it away. And that's going to be another quick 3 and out by Detroit. All right, so we're going to try some play action here. Keep in mind as well that the Lions had a 4-2 record coming into this week. So they're no slouch. They're a decent team. I mean, the NFC is rough. So for them to have be 4-2 is pretty good. Let's see if Penny can pick up this first down for me. This is going to be tough because look how close they are lined up here. Definitely not going to be easy as Penny's going to cut it inside and get a first down and more. Man, Penny is no joke. He's really stepped up for me this year. And this is what makes Seattle so dangerous. Once you get the run game going, we can call plays like this, where we can try to get Russell Wilson outside the pocket. It looks like they are blitzing from that side, so I've got to be very careful. Can we hit that cool route? And Russell Wilson just lays it in there. It's so nice to have a quarterback that can make throws like that consistently, because those throws are key to winning games. We're going to call a risky play here, a read option. Let's go ahead and see who this defender bites on. And he's going to hand it off. I almost capped it with Wilson there, but we end up getting 10 yards with Penny. Penny already 5 rushes, 104 yards. Having a monster game so far. 1st and 10 in Lions territory, marching on them. They can't seem to get a stop here. We're going to try to get 7 as Penny's going to juke out a guy. Man, he is just fighting today. Penny is on these weird games where some games will do nothing, but when he gets on one, he is on one. Going to try a little play action here. I would love to hit Baldwin if that's going to be open. So I'm going to scramble out with Wilson. Doesn't seem like there's much, and I'm going to run it. Oh, and Wilson jukes and stiff arms into the end zone. That's nasty right there. Wilson just fighting to get in as well. That's what makes this team so dangerous. Once they get a run game, once Wilson gets start rolling, it's hard to stop Seattle's offense. After a 5-yard false start penalty, Detroit's going to be backed up even more, but it's really, I don't get it, how we're shutting them out. Our team, it just fluctuates. I mean, take a look at any of our other games. It's just so weird how they fluctuate from week to week. Some weeks we're playing light out defense, light out offense. And then some weeks we are just garbage on both. It's really weird. Alright, he's just going to hit it outside to Tate, and he's going to pick up the first down. Never count out Detroit, though. We do know they are the comeback kids. I mean, they will come back from anything. So we do not want to give them any sort of a feeling of a comeback. That's when they get very dangerous as he hits Golden Tate there for a monster. I mean, that was precision pass by Stafford there. This is when Detroit gets in a little bit of trouble. Once they lose a yard or two, it seems they cannot recover from that. Let's hope it's the same way, as I'm going to be using McDonald here, and Matthew Stafford gets sacked by KJ Wright. Oh, yes, I love to see some pressure. My team needs to show me some more of that, and I always love when I get a sack. Or we're going to go to our dollar formation, you know, the one that we always usually get a stop on. Let's go ahead and user Cam Chancellor here. I do have a quarterback spy on Stafford, so if things get hairy, we'll just send it. Send it! Oh, that's out of the end zone. I think they're out of field goal range again. They're going to have to punt the ball again. Doesn't it seem like this always happens to Detroit, though, in real life? They'll start off and get hot real early, but they'll just fall off a little bit towards the end of the year. It's kind of disappointing. I really would like to see what a healthy Detroit could do in the playoffs, so I'm just going to throw that away. Be safe. You know, we're being safe so far this game, and it's paid off. To be honest, Russell Wilson hasn't had to do much this game. It's really just been a nice rushing performance as we're going to hit Lockett. I was hoping to get a nice spin move there. Alright, I'm going to try a play here. I don't know how I like it, as I'm going to have to scramble. Oh, we're going to have the first down with Wilson. I thought I was going to get caught up on my offensive lineman there. Wilson using his legs again to just, you know, that's a backbreaker for Detroit. They needed to stop real bad. Alright, so Detroit's lining up in a 3-3-5, and it looks like they're sending more pressure from the right. I'm going to have to float that to Baldwin. He might have it. Baldwin's going to come up with the catch. Man, that's a huge play for Seattle, and really another backbreaker for Detroit already. Since the coverage is so tight in Madden 19, it's real tough to try to hit a curl route. I mean, it really is. These defenders are so freaking on it. It's just insane. So I'm going to have to run it with Wilson. Man, Penny, can you Maybe block for your quarterback. Gonna try a little, I don't like that read option. I am handing it off no matter what because we will get destroyed if we don't. And Rashad Penny's gonna have the first down with ease. They have had no answers for Rashad Penny today. We're gonna try a little play action here. See if we can get Detroit thinking we might try to run it again. I like Marshall on that cool route. I really do if we can get the snap off. I really like him. Can you hit him, Wilson? Oh, did Marshall? No. Oh, that would have been an amazing catch if Marshall was able to come down with that. I'm going to try a little screen here to Penny, see if we can get some yards. I'm going to have to get that away in a hurry. Rashad Penny jukes out a guy. Did he pick it up? Detroit calls a timeout, and it's going to be 4th and 1. I'm going to go for it, bro. I'm feeling it. Our run game is really working today. Picked up Jeremy Hill. Let's see what he's about here. Let's see if he's about earning that roster spot as we freaking pick up the first down with Hill. Just going to let the clock run a little bit here. Or had to use a timeout. I was going to get a delay a game there. I accidentally still had chew clock on, which really hurt me there. It might have cost me my chance of getting a TD. I'm going to have to run with Wilson. Is that Lockett open? If it's Lockett, we might have a chance. Nope, he's going to get stood up. Timeout. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can punch it in here with Russell Wilson. That might be a touchdown. No, Penny stepped out of bounds. Are you kidding? All right, this definitely isn't good. We should probably run it here, but I'm going to see if I can do a little play action play here with Seattle before the quarter ends. Hey, bro, did you want to run your route? We just had to run that in with Seattle. Did you see that guy didn't even run his route? The guy that was just going to do the pivot, I think it was Vanette. He literally just stood there for about 5 seconds. All right, so it looks like Detroit's just going to kneel the ball here and go into halftime. So they are going to kneel it, and that's going to bring us to the half. So taking a look at the first 2 quarters, Seattle really was able to establish a run game, and the Lions have not had an answer for it yet. They've really utilized the play action passes as well. Russell Wilson's playing far better than he has in the past games. They haven't had to rely on him as much, so that's going to be better. And see what Detroit can do, though, to maybe try to turn the tables in the 3rd quarter. And we do get the ball to start the second half as well, so that's going to be a little crazy. We'll see what Detroit can do. It's Rashad Penny. Oh, my. Rashad Penny putting on a clinic of moves. Seattle lining up empty here. Man, I always like this play, but the linebackers have really gotten better at pass coverage, so I'm just going to have to get that away to Brandon Marshall, who's going to pick up the first down. All right, 1st and 10 for Seattle. They're going to motion Lockett, and they're just going to hit it to him, and he's got room. He's got speed as well, and he's going to pick up 20 yards off a quick route. That's the speed Tyler Lockett has, and that's why I really want to bring him back for next year. He's just got game-breaking speed. All right, 2nd and 11. We got to get some yards here. I want to try to at least get in field goal range because I'm going to float that, and that might be intercepted. And it is. That's a horrible pass there. Thought it might be a little faster. That's going to be on me, though. Another interception for Wilson, and the turnovers are just not stopping for Seattle. Well, that definitely gives Detroit a chance to try to get back in this 3-score game. They'll have to score 3 touchdowns, though, with 2-point conversions if they want to get back in this, as Theo Riddick's going to get stuffed for about no gain there. See, now that we're up a little bit, I'm going to start trying to put a little bit more pressure on Stafford. Because if they get a touchdown here, it's not going to be the end of the world. I just want to see what kind of pressure we can get on Stafford. And we're rushing 5, and it isn't much. As Marvin Jones is going to come down with a great grab. Great grab, getting behind the cornerback and the safety. No easy task there. We're going to use our Shaquem Griffin here. We're going to see what we can put together here. Really, oh, they're going to call a screen pass. And that's going to be caught by LeGarrette Blount, who breaks a tackle. Oh, wow, he almost spun out of that as well. LeGarrette Blount with a rare catch there. 4th and 5. I'd be surprised if they actually try to go for this. So they're going to hit the field goal, and they're going to put up their first points of the game and get that 0 off the scoreboard. So to be honest, I know I'm throwing too many interceptions. For some reason, once I get outside the pocket, I feel like I have to get a play instead of just throwing it away. I'm going to try to work on that because I really am costing my team, as Jeremy Hill gets a nice gain there. We're going to try some more play action here. They have a lot of people in the box. A lot of people. They aren't going to blitz. but it's still going to put me in some danger. Got to get the ball away with Wilson. Just have to throw that ball away. So Detroit is going to pick up the 3 and out they needed. Desperately, they needed it. Seattle really stayed away from their run game there. I really wished I would have run the ball more there, because we were running it so well, as Theo Riddick's going to fight just to get off the line of scrimmage. This is going to actually be a pretty big play for Detroit. They really need to pick this up. 3rd and 9. They really need to pick this up if they want to stay in the game. And they're going to hit their tight end there, who is just unguarded over the center. Or going to call a little blitz here. I'm a little worried. I am in man coverage, so he might, shred me. As Golden Tate gets that broken up again. Griffin's won the second battle. Griffin's really played good against Golden Tate today. Alright, going to go into the dollar formation here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Detroit off the field. 3rd and 13. They're going to call a screen pass. Screen pass, and Theo Riddick is going to get destroyed by Bobby Wagner. Just keeps on delivering these monstrous hits. Tyler Lockett's going to have a chance to get a decent return here, as he's going to go out left and juke out a guy and keep on fighting. 1st and 10. I'm going to call a little ISO here. I want to see if I can get Rashad Penny back to running the ball. I hope we didn't lose his running skills there. I said, oh, wow. Look at him just fight. I mean, just shake off defenders like it's nothing. Really would just like to be able to keep the ball on the ground for a while, Just wear out this Lions defense as Jeremy Hill finds a hole and gets about 15 there. This is what Seattle's going to have to do consistently if they want to compete with the other NFC teams like the Eagles or Minnesota or the Rams. They're going to have to be able to run the ball consistently. Fumbled the ball, and Rashad Penny was thankfully there to able to get it. Well, now we're in a tough situation. 2nd and 20. We're pretty much going to have to pass it. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. They are going to be blitzing me. Please get the ball off before the play clock expires. Okay. And we were able to. Can we float that? For Baldwin, he comes down with the snag. That's what I like to see there. Finally getting that connection of Wilson and Baldwin back rolling. This is where Seattle gets into a little bit of trouble where they have to pass it, because that's when the Lions pass rush is just gnarly, as we're going to get it off to Baldwin again. He's going to have the 1st down and a lot more. Starting to get the passing game going as well as the running game. So after a holding play, it's going to back the Seahawks back to a 3rd and 14, which isn't good. Really isn't good. This is where they really struggle. So I'm going to have to try to get the ball off in a hurry, because I don't want anything bad to happen here, as Wilson's going to run for it. And he's close to the 1st down. Seattle's just going to kick the field goal here. Oh, that was very close. But they're going to drill that and make it a 24-point game for the Lions to try to crawl back into if they're going to get back into it. Lions still have -1 rush yards. So we've really just dominated the trench warfare game, as Marvin Jones is going to come up with a grab there that the Lions really needed to stay in the game, or at least try to get back into it. So we are going to be blitzing up the middle here. Do have man coverage called, which isn't great, as he's gonna, oh, I thought he caught that, laid out for it, but he gets broken up by Coleman there. Gonna be a 3rd and 10. The Lions really have got to pick this up. This is probably 4 down territory for them, and they're gonna fire to the curl route, and Kenny Golladay is gonna make a great grab there in traffic. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments about switching to a 3-4 defense in year 2. If you guys would like to see that, or see me stay with the 4-3. Oh, Max. Oh, shit. Matthew Stafford had a lot of time to throw that there. 3rd and 10. Detroit lining up in the gun formation. Seattle lining up in a wide formation, and they get a good pass rush off, and that's going to be intercepted by Maxwell. Man, that's a backbreaker for Detroit. Brian Maxwell with the interception. I mean, it's been a weird game today for sure. It's been a weird game. Gonna try a little risky call here. Gonna call a little screen, and it looks like Jeremy Hill's gonna be open, and he's just got some room. They sent nobody, and he's just breaking tackles. It's gonna be like a 30-yard gain right there. Let's see if Jeremy Hill can get a few yards on a draw play, and he's gonna have an open look, and face mask. That's gonna add on 15 to that for sure. Definitely pulled him down by the face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
And Detroit really just not all there this game. So we're already back in Detroit territory here. Not good for Detroit. So we're just going to run the ball here. Penny's got a wide open lane. Oh no, Doug Baldwin has a broken thumb. Oh, that is bad. That's very bad. So the loss of Doug Baldwin could prove to be a costly one. Really not good. Let's see if Chris Carson can get some yards though. See if he wants to fight for his job, and he just trucks over a guy. Is that the safety? With that loss of Doug Baldwin, he had a broken thumb, so probably that's going to be a few weeks he's going to be out. That's going to be rough. All right, this is going to be a little risky to try to call a... Oh, that might be open for a fade route. Oh, and he's going to get it. That fade, though, by Lockett in the end zone. Adjusted the play call there, and I seen the fade was wide open. Russell Wilson getting another TD for the game. So the loss of Doug Baldwin is really my main concern right now. We pretty much have this game in our hands, so that's just going to be rough because we have some tough teams we faced over the last 5 weeks of this stretch. Oh shit, as they hit their tight end for a big gain there, but yeah, we face some tough teams coming up, so really needed Baldwin. So Detroit with a big play last play. I mean, it's going to require a lot. It's a 31-point game here. So it's going to be rough for them to try and get back into this. I mean, there's about only 7 minutes left, so they have to move fast. Definitely want to back up from Kenny Golladay there. 2nd and 10. Stafford's going to go in the gun again. He's still got all day. Oh, wow. And then he misreads the interception Coleman did. Man, they're showing the scores in here in the bottom, and the NFC is loaded with top-rated teams. As LeGarrette Blount's going to fight. Holy shit. That's what I was saying. They needed to get him involved more. Might have made it a more close game here towards the end. All right, it's going to be a 3rd and goal. They're going to be at the 4. They're going to call slants, and that's going to be caught by Golladay, who gets a little hit there by Wagner at the end. So Detroit's going to go for an onside kick. I mean, they got to. And I mean, they'd have to get about 2 of them at this stage. It's so late, but we recover it with ease here. Let's go ahead and see if we can just get this clock out here. See if our run game can prove too powerful against Detroit. As we're going to cut back. Oh, wow. Penny is just... He can cut on a dime. He really can. Definitely going to try to see what we can get here. That's going to be... the safety was going to blitz there, so I was going to try to read option if I didn't want to risk hurting Russell Wilson or anything. That would have been real bad if he got hurt. Let's see if we can get J.D. McKessick in the game. See if he can make a clutch catch for us to try and seal this game. As that's going to be open, and he's going to make the grab, cover the ball. Because he always gets that thing ripped out for some reason. All right, it's going to be a 3rd and 14. I'm really going to try to pick up this 1st down and try to end the game here. Or just keep the clock running. Going to scramble out here dangerously and still at least keep the clock running. So that should take it down to about 40 seconds, and the game's going to be about over by then. I'm honestly going to go for it here. I don't want to give him a chance to try and, like, block a field goal or some crap. So we're just going to try to see if we can go for this on 4th down, and then if not, they're still going to have a long field here. I'm going to scramble out with Wilson, and we may have the 1st down. I know this isn't worth it. He fumbles. Just please don't tell me he wasn't injured. Please. All right, he got up fine. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 for Detroit. They're going to try to stay on the field, but I'm trying to end this drive, and that's going to be intercepted by Wagner. That's going to be the game ender right there. All right, so Russell Wilson's going to come out and take a knee, and this is going to end the game, and they just blow out Detroit at Detroit, so that's going to be impressive. So Seattle wins big here in Detroit. Really big victory by them. They needed it. Detroit came in at 4-2, so they were no slouch. Seattle really played lights out in the run game. Russell Wilson played okay as well. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing. Was able to do some elusiveness with his feet and stuff, you know, when some pressure was coming. So definitely a big win by Seattle. Really showed that they can get this run game going. Jeremy Hill really impressed me this game. So let's go ahead and take a look at our stats. I mean, Russell Wilson did throw an interception. Rushing, though, You look at our stats here, 17 rushes, 151 for Penny. Russell Wilson had 2 rushing touchdowns. Jeremy Hill had 54 yards, so he was a bit of a workhorse. Doug Baldwin did get injured, so that's rough. That's really rough. Our defense played good as well. We didn't get much pressure, but we did get some interception, which proved to be big. So altogether, this game was a real nice one for Seattle to show that, they're still up there in the teams in the NFC. You still have some monster teams like Philadelphia, the Packers, the Rams all have good records in the NFC. So it's going to be a tough place to try to make the playoffs in. But next week we play the Chargers, and I'll preview that game next episode right before we play them. But if you guys are enjoying the series, make sure you hit that sub button and let me know what you guys are thinking. Leave me some feedback in the comments as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.